People think that it's very glamorous being a mermaid. You know, they say, oh, it must be so nice just sitting on a rock all day, combing your hair, looking at the fish. And yeah, that is part of what being a mermaid involves, but there is more to it than that. Like, you also have to lure sailors to a watery grave. And, you know, sometimes that's easy. You just sing a beautiful song and then the sailors sail towards you and then their ship crashes on the rock and they all drown. But sometimes you get one sailor who doesn't drown, and then what happens is he'll like swim up to your rock and he'll be like, oh, save me, save me, save me. And you're like, no, I can't because I'm a mermaid, sorry. You know, so then you have to get like an oar or something, and then you have to sort of stove his head in, which is really hard because you can't get any purchase because you've got no legs. And, you know, his brains are coming out and his eyes are popping and you're going, die, Jack Tar, die! You know, nobody ever thinks about that. You know, when you wake up and you can't quite remember what happened the night before, but you know you've had a good time because you've woken up with mystery bruising on you. I get that because, like, you know, sometimes if you get bruises, like, you know, on your tail down there, then, you know, you've sort of bumped into the coffee table. Or if you get bruises along there, I get those ones quite a lot. You know, those ones where you've been leaning over the toilet bowl that bit too long. You know, when you've been over the toilet for such a long time, you've actually worked out how many anagrams there are of armoured shanks. I've found 96 so far. My favourite one is Shagmeat Ian Stark. I thought I'd found Minge Shark the other day, but it turned out I've been sick on some of the letters and that doesn't count. I really love hen nights. I love it when you go to a nightclub and you watch a hen night and they go in stages. They go happy, 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 crying on the stairs. Oh, by the end of every hen night, there's just one poor girl weeping in a pair of bunny ears, and she's got mascara smeared all around her eyes, and she smells faintly of saliva and jism. Because stag nights are fun too. Stag nights are sort of similar but different in that stag nights tend to go happy, 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 horny, fighty, dead. You know, like any normal single woman in my 30s, most of my friends are gay men and cats. Turns out both gay men and cats are attracted by the stench of gin and regret. I did think I was going to get married a while ago. I went with my boyfriend to Las Vegas and we were looking at all the wedding chapels and stuff, and then he sat me down at dinner and said, I've got a question to ask you, and if you say yes, then you'll make me the happiest man in the world. Then he asked me the question, which turned out to be, can we hire a hooker? And we did, and he was a lovely chap. I think the problem is that men like women who are slightly insane. Like, I've got this mate Terry who, she's lovely, but she was going out with this bloke for about 2 weeks, and they went to the pub together, and he went off to the toilet and left his mobile phone on the table, and while he was away, his mobile started ringing, and a woman's name flashed up. Now, it could have been his sister, could have been a mate, could have been anyone, but Terry saw this woman's name flash up, and she went out into the pub car park and smashed the windows of his BMW. You know, and they're still together, they're married, but I try and be nice and I get nothing. I think the problem is that men like women who are kind of mental in a sort of special, sexy French way, like in Betty Blue, you know, that kind of passionate French sort of, oh, I will pluck out my own eyes and then we shall make passionate love. You may want to do it doggy style because of the eyes. And it's just not fair because I'm not mental like that, you know, I'm just mental in a needy, neurotic way. I'm not going to boil your bunny, but I might dress it up and make it have a tea party with my cat.
I don't mind talking about it. It's, as you say, it's good for us.
It's great to talk, isn't it? To talk about the kind of things that we're looking for in the future, about how we're going to grow together and starting a family.
Yes. I can't wait to start a family.
Yes, it's exciting, isn't it? We're going to have the little splash of tiny fins. Or, you know, whatever.
Well, half wolf, half fish, I suppose
Let's just
it'll
not
be.
think about what it's going to be.
Yeah.